Please watch your step. Books are everywhere. And if you step on them, that hurts me.
Where am I? Did the earthquake do this? I was in the cave with 37. Is the timer broken?
Hey, Vertin! Here you are! Yeah. Come! People are waiting. The feast is going to start.
Feast?
Yes! Today's the big day! We're celebrating because we kicked Manus Vindicte off the island, found the key to storm immunity, and saved the Numbers people from great disaster.
What?
Come on, Vertin. You'll miss out on the delicious honey-roasted rabbit.
Wait, Regulus, you just kicked over something.
What? What is it? Something for the cattle? Whoever left this here nearly tripped this great captain. Forget it. Come, Vertin. What are you still doing there?
Ah, nice wine. Did you make it yourself?
Careful, Miss Lilia. Too much wine can corrupt one's body and will. Besides, you are already halfway through our stock for the year. But this drink you brought is pleasant to the nose. Coffee, you said. I have heard many things about it. Oh. Oh. Bitter.
Poor guy. I was expecting more from a man of your size. For God's sake, Regulus, keep an eye on your first mate here. Wow, he's so out of it right now.
It appears that this apple's abstinence from the bottle will have to begin anew.
Vertin, finally! I was looking for you. Hello, everyone. We have a big announcement to make. Sophia's just completed her proof and found her number. Oh, don't worry about the swallows. They're going to fetch 6 for us. He's napping in the Hall of Aperon, an excuse to not join the party.
Not so fast with the announcement, 37. People will find out sooner or later. Thank you for helping us, Vertin. We wouldn't have made it without you. And I look forward to our continued collaboration with the Foundation.
No. None of this makes any sense.
Oh, enough business. People are having a party here. Well, what do you say to this lovely captain who just picked up some food for you?
My apologies, Regulus. I was too focused on linear regression formulas.
Ah, that's all right. Wasn't me getting stuck in the kitchen roasting rabbits all day anyway. Unlimited supply of honeyed rabbits all day today!
I heard Sophia is making her announcement today. I'm curious which number she will be.
Care to wager on that? I'd say she's a multiple of 3.
Then I'd say she is a multiple of 139. I have to admit, she has a good number. A number 100 times better than me. 6 and 210 put together.
Calculating. 37 plus 6 plus 210 times 100 equals 2.
Oh no. She is not 25,300. I doubt anyone could live with themselves with a number that long.
You haven't met before. This is Amu, my white rooster. Amu, this is Vertin.
A white rooster. Something's not right. None of this is right. Something's happened on the island. I must still be in the cave. I have to get out of here.
Duty lies with you.
Critters eating beans and a white rooster. These are supposed to be taboos on the island. Is this an illusion brought on by the fog? Or a new trial? No, something's not right. The flow of arcane skills on the island has changed. I need to get rid of them first.
Wear gloves.
The moment of silence.
Bravo. Merci.
Oh, hi.
The sword is drawn. Nice move. Fight for the unarmed.
Ow! Sterilize.
The moment of
Could be
utterance.
found, isn't that?
Ha!
Benefit from reading.
Uh-huh. Oh, in the bubble. Oh, troublesome.
Rotten toes. Wear gloves.
It could be found.
Ne jamais reculer.
Go! 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 Puppies! Get out of here!
You are rational numbers.
Never hesitate.
Maximize the value of
Merci.
dumbasses. Maximize the value of
Bravo.
dumbasses.
Merci.
Get out of here!
Benefit from reading.
The sword is drawn. Nice move. Fight for the unarmed. Dang, dang. Bravo.
Isn't that? It could be found. Isn't that?
The sword is drawn. Dang, dang.
My surroundings changed. Is all this still an illusion?
Huh? It's already over?
Looks like the way we came. but it's a little different. These signs, are they trying to take me somewhere? The way out, perhaps?
Bertin, where are you going? I made some coffee for those clever eggheads, enough to mend their broken souls after turning their backs on it for half their lives. Fancy a cuppa as well? Here you go.
Regulus, it's a violation of their scripture. You mustn't consume any beans or bean-based products.
Yeah, the great sacred scripture again. Hey, think you can just walk away from a pirate without breaking any rules? Let's see you try. Ha! Now you must have the beans. Or you can pick them all up.
According to their rules, I'm not to eat things off the ground, or pick them up for that matter. Though, this mountain of beans isn't going away by itself. Fortunately, it doesn't appear to be too stable.
An illusion of a coffee bean mountain like this is almost as cliché as a pirate with a hook for a hand. Something like this could never hold up to skepticism. Mankind is slow in learning new ideas. They need new information to be explained in simple terms, using examples and analogies, or reduced to its most basic symbols and generalizations. Eventually, once they've gotten used to the formulas and outlines, they may just see below the surface and find the deeper essence waiting there. What about you? What do you think is your essence? Are you any more significant than a pile of coffee beans? Ah, the mind, the soul. But do they really exist? A thirsty animal thinks of water and seeks out a clear spring. Hunger pangs tell the cheetah to seek its prey. The fear of isolation tells the flamingo to seek the safety of her flock. Every action we have ever taken was prompted by a natural impulse. Sparks of electric current that can be tracked, observed, predicted. Perhaps our thoughts, desires, and our minds are only the sum of these minute reactions of cause and effect. Perhaps none of us truly exist, darling.
Bertin, where are you going? We're still in a meeting. You'll have to leave from the left.
But I came in from the left. Why would I leave the same way I came in?
Oh no! You've made a mistake. Now you must stay behind bars until you prove the four-color theorem. Be careful not to make another mistake, or you'll be thrown into the Gorgon current and confined there forever. You look worried. Don't be. We're friends. I will defend you in court. I will try my best to reduce your sentence to trisecting angles with an unmarked straight edge and a compass.
I have to leave, but not from the right. There must be a way to reverse left and right.
So then left or right can be reversed as easily as changing your frame of reference. How can we hold people responsible for their actions when we use such malleable definitions? We lead our lives according to these strict rules. Rules that are always changing definitions. It's too much for this old brain of mine. Why not simplify our definitions? To learn about the world like we were kids once more. Let's begin with math. Could it be as mutable as left and right? Could there be a hidden integer between 3 and 4? Is 1 always 1? Or is it just our frame of reference? But where is it then, this everlasting truth? Have you ever seen it? Have you basked in its radiance before? Maybe the shadows on the cave wall are our true reality. Maybe the sun is just another prop in our shadow theater. What if the people who chose to stay in the cave were the ones who were truly wise? Be careful what you hold to be true, darling.
Timekeeper, are you leaving the banquet? Perhaps we might go somewhere quiet. I wanted to speak with you about linear regression.
Terribly sorry, Sonato. I really must be leaving.
Wait! Perhaps a more impromptu debate? I have some fresh ideas about our past discussions. Could I trouble you to help me refine them? The storm is gone. We have time to enjoy life again. You don't have to keep checking your watch or your task list anymore.
But time still is against us, and I haven't any left to spare. Not even to explain myself to Sonato. I hate to be rude, but I need a moment of peace. If only I could turn everything silent.
I said, if you are going to stick to your plan, then you must value your time wisely. Don't get caught up in idle conversation. Be firm in your determination, but careful not to go too far. Otherwise, your silence may be taken as a slight. And should they retaliate, what then? That's no peace, but a silent war. And peace will not return until one side concedes, even if they are blameless. Doesn't that seem unfair? There's no other way. How decisive young people can be. You don't stop to ask who ought to take the blame, or if it is right that the innocent concede to the guilty. You only want peace, and damned be the costs. We can only hope that your snap judgments will always choose the right side, darling.
Oh, you're still here, Vertin. I thought you had disappeared completely. I was hoping I might talk to you about my number.
So sorry, but I really do have to leave now.
Please. I think you may be the only one that can help. It won't take you long. Six. A perfect number. But it isn't my number. Let's try again. Reset the calculation for me. Back to 0. Put an asterisk and 0 and we can continue. No, that can't be my number either. It's far too brilliant for me. Please reset the calculation back to 0. $2.10. I know 37 isn't a fan. Still, I would be honored to have an integer like that as my number. Let's try it one more time. I have a feeling that together we can find the right number for me.
Who am I? An old question. It can't be as simple as your name. A name, after all, is only worth what meaning we give it. Bewildered by their own existence, man turns to the ultimate truth for answers. But soon enough, they come to see the truth is also beyond their ability to comprehend. That is when the fear catches up with them. So they put aside their search for truth and look for something more straightforward. A simple answer, enough to satisfy a frightened child. Caught between a comforting lie and something more frightening than the truth. That might be no truth at all. And if that is so, how can we know who we are really? Very good. Perhaps the truth lies hidden in the question. Hold tight to that answer, darling. A bit of elderly advice. There is no greater treasure. One day you might be amused by this idea, when you see yourself from someone else's eyes.
First is the circle, second is the square.
"37? Is that you?"
Put the triangle on the triangle and the rectangle on the rectangle. Perfect, as things should be.
The emanation? Disorder and chaos. This can't be. This isn't right. How ugly! How inelegant! How could this be the revelation from the patterns of the transcendental law above? How could such a terrible answer fall on my ears? I can't tell the others about this. There must be a mistake. I need proof. I have to go out there.
Burton, my child. Are you here to partake in sand play as well? No matter how oft we arrange them, the sight of them never grows stale. Alas, I shall destroy it.
I think I had a terrible dream.
What did you dream?
Regulus claimed Six's throne and declared this the rock and roll empire of irrational numbers. She took out a jar of coffee beans and stuffed one into my mouth. I'm relieved that I woke up in time, and you as well. Let's go, Vertin. We need to tell everyone the numbers. Do you hear that? So many people out there. Must be Sophia here to pick me up. I told her she can wait for me outside. Sophia!
Wait, 37.
When will they give us the order to attack? What's taking so long? The island is just across the bay. We have men, weapons, supplies, everything. Just give us order and we will take to shore. Check out these bad boys. Anti-Arcanum weapons courtesy of the American from that Walden place. That creep just doesn't sit right with me. He's got that Arcanus stink about him. But his technology's solid and we needed it. We've got to get ahead of the Serbs and the Greeks.
Relax, Georgie. Leaves the decisions to the big shots. I'm sure they'll just hug out the differences in the meeting room or something. Besides, you saw the monsters on that island. Can't speak for everyone here, but I don't want to die.
Screw the negotiations! Screw the committee! Like it or not, we were the first ones to find the island, not the Austrians or the Germans. Damn, those Arcanists have gone into hiding again. I swear I could see it from here yesterday. Are those bird-like creatures leaving in droves?
Georgie, brother, leave them be. Come, play with us. George?
What a good opportunity this is. It's too good to pass up. We've got to act now. We will claim what is ours. This island belongs to us. It's in our territory and we were the first to find it. Why shouldn't it be ours?
The Austro-Hungarian Empire has officially declared war on Serbia. Russia is mobilizing in support of Serbia. Germany demands Russia to stop mobilizing at once. Germany is mobilizing. France is mobilizing.
Open the door! It's important! You have to listen to me! No, this can't be. Albert?
Clara, it's odd to see you so flustered. What's the matter? I'm headed to the business school. We'll talk when I get back.
this school. But didn't you swear to never go back? Ever since your human classmate shot your arm in a duel. Wait, what happened to your arm?
Oh, Ethan. Yes, he wounded me. He had to prove his standing to the Brotherhood. There was no other way. But that's in the past. He gave me his arm, so now we're even. I have to go. I have to find Johnson, Raymond, and Herbert. That little rascal pushed Ilsa into the fountain. We have a score to settle. Take care, Clara.
No! Herbert! Don't go!
This storm syndrome is spreading, Doctor. Stay any longer, you'll be infected too. Please, leave with me.
The sign bell in the parade. Is that Aurora? I just met her at the coffee house last week. We were talking about her wedding.
Watch out, Doctor! This is bad. They have lost their minds. This way, Doctor. We have to get out of here.
You should not make an enemy of the Earth.
What's your name?
Good timing. Advice from the forest. Advice from the forest. Advice from the forest.
Careful with the pages. This book or this one?
Penetrate.
To read. Great. Who's this? Did I miss something? You can do this, Marcus. Are we really doing this? This book? Maybe now it's easier to understand. Like a metaphor? Time to turn the page. Just like in the train. Or this book? Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all. Come on, stand up. There's one more round. This way, Doctor. We have to go back to your clinic. The Special Operations Squad will meet us there.
Marcus, you once said that there was another way to make things right. And then you did your part, as I did mine. But now, after all that's happened, please tell me, what's the point of us trying? Will we save them in time? Is there any chance that we can turn things around? The ritual you acquired, the one you said could save everyone. Is it working now?
Let me in. I have just one question. Why hasn't the project stopped yet?
Adler Hoffman, you have been removed from the team. You're not authorized to be here. You have violated
the LSCC safety management regulations? I brought them with me. You're welcome. If you cared about the regulations as much as you claim, you'd know that none of what's happening aligns with its guidelines.
Even the head of Laplace has no authority to continue the experiment under these circumstances.
Get out of my face, Adler. I don't have time for this. We're in a state of war. Every participant has signed an informed consent form. If you are not part of this project, please leave immediately. We only have 18 hours until the storm. This is it. The first time we've made such a breakthrough in all 9 storms. Your sister gave up her life to take us this far. I hope you don't need me to remind you that.
Yes, she made the ultimate sacrifice, hoping that it would lead to a breakthrough. But instead, death continues to rise. How can you let this go on? I demand to know why the experiment is still going!
Don't we have enough crazies around here? Madame Lucy has important things to do. She has no time for you. Go cry to your therapist, human.
Important? What could be possibly more important than this right now? What happened to the humanitarian ideals of the Foundation? Are we now under the tyranny of machines? What's this important thing she's got to do? Reading the paper? Sipping on oil and charging up in a 230-volt bath?
Is that you, Adler? Welcome.
Look at this mirror, dear. There's a sizable stain on it. Yes, it is. Maybe its owner meant to break it so that the stain would be thoroughly removed. Now the stain is gone, and the owner has a collection of little mirrors. She must have accidentally left this one behind. A lady with great ambitions and an unconscious charm. A lady who wishes to make the rest of the world accept who she is, and has suggested that many others join her way of thinking. Her brother, on the contrary, hopes to be taken in. In his attempt to act like everyone else, he lost an arm in a duel. If you ask me, dear, I'd say they're very alike. Equally lonely. The brother and sister are a mirror image of each other. She's often repulsed by the sight of him, unable to reconcile herself with all that he reminds her of. Now the brother has found his missing arm, along with his long-lost dignity. The surgery that the sister had been hoping would be done on this world has finally started. But all of a sudden, she's terrified of the incisions. As I said, despite their differences in approach, the brother and sister are mirror images of one another. But now the mirror is broken. I hope she can make it through the 7 years of bad luck. Poor thing. But now the mirror is broken. I hope she can make it through the 7 years of bad luck. Poor thing. There's no way around it.
I am not in a suitable form to receive a guest. Simone, can you put me back in my body? I feel much better. Thank you. Oh, you have even put on a face for me. How sweet of you. I have noticed your icy gaze, Researcher Adler. You are yearning to correct the logic of this place. Well, I only said that to Simone out of courtesy. In reality, whichever body I am put into makes no difference to me.
The experiment, ma'am. Why hasn't it stopped? Are you going to pretend that nothing's happened? That no one died? Could it be that you and Ulrich, the awakened, being the tin cans you are, have no regard for actual lives?
Adler Hoffman, I will not warn you again. Relax, Adler. You are led by a biased opinion because you lack critical information, a common defect in all cognitive processes. I believe you will shift to a more rational perspective once you receive sufficient information on the subject.
A more rational perspective? We are humans, not machines. We are not expendable parts. I have plenty of reasons to question your decisions. Your excessive insistence on this experiment could be a sign of uncontrollable behavior, a trait commonly seen in arcanists.
The experiment has been cancelled everywhere, except for this very room.
What?
As you and Researcher Medicine Pocket have said, the ritual is beyond the limits of almost everyone here. The side effects will kill them before the ritual can even take effect. The first wave was inevitable. Dora had pressed send before she disintegrated. We only managed to halt the subsequent transmissions and evacuate the unaffiliated staff. We kept only a few arcanists on the team, and each has signed the consent form.
Forgive me, ma'am, but I have to use your argument against you. You too are guided by a biased opinion, an overly optimistic one, because you have failed to properly assess the risks involved. We have suffered enough misfortunes just by uttering a few syllables of the incantation. We've talked about the limit of things before. You should know better and ask the rest of the team to quit the experiment. Your insistence will only bring calamity upon calamity on our people for nothing.
You might be right. But how is being right going to help us?
Huh?
You spoke of the limit. And I am surprised that it is you who brought it up. The physical appearance of humans has remained relatively unchanged since the Neolithic era, but their thoughts and civilization continued to evolve and underwent significant transformations. The achievements that humanity enjoys today were not given to the species by any one person with godlike powers, but were the result of the collective efforts of all human beings. Limits and boundaries must be pushed, or there would never have been room for development. There is no reason to believe that the limit cannot be challenged, especially when we already have the tools to do so. We must make progress happen.
Grandiose lies.
Lies? We have no choice but to go beyond that limit. If we do not break away from the storm, there is no future for us, let alone progress. We need to first determine all the side effects as a priority. This important step will help us compile data and eliminate the effects so our colleagues can use the ritual safely.
And who will try it this time, Madam Lucy? You're not going to test the side effects as the cost of lives, are you?
No. Thanks to Ulrich, we stumbled upon a breakthrough. You are right. It is time to send the other Arcanists home. Only the Awakened are needed here.
The Awakened?
The power is back, Mom. We are ready to resume.
It will take time to properly explain. Please wait, Adler. We have yet to reach an agreement.
What? Are you experimenting? Here?
La Unwa.
Wait, she's reciting it? She's read the reports, right? She was there when Dora broke into pieces.
No. Simone, I cannot continue.
You fools! Don't just stand there! Stop her! Now! Who's going to lead us if she also turns into a pile of scraps?
Stay where you are, Enigma. You insisted on being here. You demanded to see this. Don't bring your pathetic, narrow-minded humanitarian values in here and tell us what to do. What do you know about us?
You can do it, madam. This is just part of the established procedures. Just a few more syllables, madam, and it will be over.
Established procedures. I like that. Clo. Was that all, Simone?
Yes.
Good.
She's dead. This is what you wanted to show me? To watch her utter a curse that's always brought death, only to die in vain? And you just let it happen?
Calm down.
Calm down. She's dead right there. You murderer.
We have already repeated this experiment many times.
Many times? What? You've sent people to their deaths over and over again?
Look at you, Adler, peeing your pants over a curse. The human boy is so scared that he forgot to ask the crucial question. Did the ritual work?
But what do you mean? The curse. The side effect killed her. The experiment failed. Is that not what happened?
No. Triggering the curse and failure are two separate things. I was the first one to recite the incantation, way before Dora. When I read it aloud, it worked. I felt the warmth of a miraculous blessing on my head. Soft, light as a feather. I told Madame Lucy right away, but as soon as she left the room, the curse hit me, and I began to liquefy. There was no one else in the room. My liquid form had become too insubstantial to push the help button. A long darkness followed. After that, I woke up again in my original primitive form, the way I first came into this world.
Original primitive form?
Unlike humans, the awakened have neither flesh nor nerves. We are pieces of consciousness, echoes of a primordial melody that just happen to reside in material objects by chance. With a mind and a body combined, we could talk, learn, think like you do, and perform the experiment and endure the side effects. And this curse, for some reason, cannot affect the primal consciousness that caused our awakening in the first place. While human minds dissipate when their tangible bodies are destroyed, our minds reawaken regardless of the changes and destruction of our external bodies. Of course, this was an assumption based on idealized circumstances, and I needed another awakened being who could awaken in different bodies to confirm my theory. That is why I sought out Madame Lucy for cross-verification. The results?
Yes, it was an assumption! You said it yourself! You came back to life this time! But what about the next? Nothing is for sure in Arcanum! What if she never wakes up again? What if she dies for good?
We know what we are doing, human. Stay out of this. Only the awakened can carry out the experiment, so we must proceed. This has nothing to do with race. It is a sense of duty that every researcher should have possessed when they chose this path. We have to go beyond the limit. Not out of madness, but out of rationality.
We seem to have replicated effect number 2. And 117 of the Coleman Lab's protective rituals were proven ineffective. Write it down, Simone. This is the 4th time we have seen it. Also, number 45 and 69 are related to it. We need to speed up. This is too slow. Adler, what are you doing here? I am glad to see you out of your room and working with us again.
No, he's not on the team, Mum. He forced his way in here.
Oh? My apologies. I seem to lose a small amount of data when I reawaken. Still, I am glad that you are showing initiative, Adler. Were we supposed to talk?
No. We have nothing more to discuss, ma'am. Ulrich has filled me in on everything. But I still worry whether the experiment's risks were properly assessed.
Assessments will only be assessments. Much is beyond measure when it comes to Arcanum. Perhaps faith plays a more important role here.
I'm surprised it is you talking about faith, ma'am.
It seems we both have the ability to surprise each other. You are right. Assessments could indeed be useful to us. It allows us to know the probabilities of success and failure based on established facts and past experience. But when we find ourselves in uncharted darkness, with no information or past experience to guide us, how are assessments going to help us? The only thing we have in such darkness is the unwavering faith to move forward. When the first steam engine whistled, I awoke into this world. At the beginning of this new life, my circuits were charged with a singular primal desire to progress. In the midst of that never-ending whistle, I have watched man build the towers of science and knowledge, and I have watched them unleash chaos and destruction. You too have been lost and deterred, but your engines of progress have never stopped churning. Always move forward, no matter the destination you told yourselves. Until the storm brought everything to a standstill. But this is just a small setback. We are only back to the beginning where we stumble blindly. And this time, I happen to have a cane. No need to worry about me. I will not shut down as long as there is still hope for progress. We have wasted a bit of time on data recovery. Come, Simone. Let us begin the next experiment. I hope to dissolve into paste this time, so we can easily handle it with a Coleman's ritual of transformation.
Seen enough? We know what we are doing, and you are of no help here. It's been the same old story in this place for the past 8 years. When your faith crumbled during the storm, it was us who took over the place and cleaned up after you. It was us who got things back up and running, put coals in the hearth, and blazed a trail when everyone was lost in the dark. I know you may not understand the intricacies of the Arcanum, but please, show some basic respect for our efforts.
Will you do the experiments yourself, Ulrich?
Of course. I am not some emotional, unhelpful little punk.
Do you still remember Adams? Adams, Roman, Adolf, Sylvia, Albert, Louise, those who were taken from us by the rain. Melvin, Francis, Caroline, Leopold. They volunteered for the field, but we never heard from them again. Now we have Dora, Richard, Dawkins, and Victor on the list. Life has a wicked sense of humor. My mentor, my classmates, my colleagues. Each of them deserved to live more than me. But they're all gone now. There's only me talking to you. Alive. Useless. Am I going to see your names on that list too, Ulrich?
Spare me the feelings, human. Though I will take back my sarcastic jabs at you, it is not something a leader should do. Madame Lucy talked to me about the importance of teamwork. Go back to your room, Adler. The Arcanists will take over from here. Until we get the results, you won't be needed here.
I will say this, Ulrich. If you survive the experiments, I will submit the sincerest application to never be on the same team as you again. So neither of us will have to worry about teamwork. How's that sound?
Haha. I will wait for that application, Adler.
Who's there?
Adler Hoffman from the cryptography team. Is Medicine Pocket in? I heard that they wrote a paper on the linear correlation between the purity of an Arcanist bloodline and their power. Can I get some more details on the research?
The paper is here. Help yourself. Sorry about the stains on it. I just took it out of the trash. If you're looking for Medicine Pocket, I'm afraid they just left.
Left? To where? They left the building? Hasn't the countdown already begun?
Yes, and by regulations we are not to leave. But, they said their new theory had to be verified in the storm.
fresh air, green grass, the dew, the mud. This is what I'm talking about. A better world.
Researcher Medicine Pocket, I must remind you that we are at the edge of the immunity zone to the storm. Once we cross the line, we will not only catch the storm syndrome, but also be taken by the storm at the end of the countdown.
I know that. How stupid do you think I am? Hey, isn't that Rudolph? The poor guy sent to Tunguska? Hey man, how was Siberia? Welcome back. Did you bring me any new research materials? Oh, you don't recognize me? You're breaking my heart. It's me, your best friend that you just met, Medicine Pocket.
Researcher, I must make clear that you only applied for 15 minutes outside for research purposes. Your countdown starts from the moment when you cross this line.
Okay, safety first, I know. Get off me, you're hurting my arms. I'll bounce as soon as the storm syndrome hits. Even if I catch it, look at the syndromes of this era. Distorted faces, murderous intentions, obsession with war, rampage. What's got you so worried? They aren't that bad. Well, the melting faces part is kind of gross. I really wanted to test this in Vienna. Oh well, better than nothing. Alright, now, I'm gonna walk a little further from the immunity zone so the samples are easier to gather. The ideal distance is 1,500 kilometers, but, oh, don't worry, not gonna do that. Even I can't run that fast. Now behold, the important moment. When I prove the dorks in Laplace wrong about asymmetrical nuclide R.
Now, hypothetically, if the storm research were to succeed, two things should have been done. And to find out the safe way to use it, we have to... This is what Lucy was thinking. The Awakened met the casting requirements of the incantation, and Ulrich succeeded, while the other Arcanists did not feel the same miraculous blessing like he did. So as long as we eliminate the side effects, they'll be able to inscribe the incantation and mass produce it for the humans. One problem is, only the Awakened can carry out the experiments, and there's not many of them around. It'll take too long. There's no way to do this in 24 hours. Heck, it could take months or even years. There must be something else we can do.
But you are not an arcanist. Why should you play by their rules?
Yes, that's right. Let's try a different approach. What if I start with the desired outcome and work backwards to the question? The quickest and most efficient way to save everyone is to make them qualified casters of the ritual. They won't even need protective equipment if we can do that. The challenge is, how do we qualify the casting requirements? Medicine Pocket's theory is correct, and there's enough data and supplementary experiments to back it up. The power of Arcanists is directly tied to the purity of their bloodline, which is associated with the special cells in their bodies. Using arcane skills reduces the activity of the cells, but the Picasma extract can reactivate them for extended casting. However, the extract only provides endurance, not power. It is physiologically impossible for a low-ranked Arcanist to cast a high-ranked skill. That's the reality of it. If we were to compare the power of Arcanists to household appliances, let's say their normal voltage is 230 volts, and if the Storm Immunity Ritual were a high-voltage source of 1,000 volts, no, millions of volts, like lightning, the household appliances would be destroyed in an instant. As for the humans, they're not even in the picture. We cannot cast to begin with, and I personally didn't feel any blessing or curse when I recited half of the incantations that day. Think. How can I get everyone to meet the casting requirements of the ritual? Forget what's theoretically impossible. The Arcanum never gave a damn about certainties. I've been reminded plenty that logic does not apply to things like this. What about shortcuts? Are there records of transcendental rites? Significant celestial events, sacrificial offerings, or even Numa emanating ingredients that could boost the user's casting abilities? Wait, Numa emanating? Where have I seen that word before? It was in the files Ulrich told me to read. The Timekeeper's report from the Aegean Sea. Those islanders call the storm the Emanation. Why? The Emanation. Emanation. Just what is emanating out? What the? Dawkins, I hope you know this is not the time to catch up. That is if you're able to talk at all. No!
Let go! I've just come up with an idea! Leave me alone! Somebody! Help!
Keep the sample. A good point. A new hypothesis.
It could be found.
Taking another look. The benefits of field mapping.
Form is a bubble.
Shield. A good point. A new hypothesis. A good point. A new hypothesis.
Given that.
No other study could show you this. Taking another look.
Uh-huh.
Lian! An academic question. A perfect demonstration.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Limited scale, infinite lines. Behold.
Victory? Okay, but...
You're not really here for revenge. And it wasn't you who pushed away the books and opened the door. The invisible ghost. Victor, did you do that?
Researcher Adler!
What happened? Any progress?
Yes, Researcher Medicine Pocket has proved their theory right. They have successfully found the asymmetrical nuclide R in the air before the storm, even if only a trace.
What did you say?
They came up with the idea because the nuclide was initially found in the raindrop samples of the storm. They deduced it also exists in the air before the storm occurs, like the water droplets in the atmosphere before rain. So now, we can extract it directly from the air, without waiting for the timekeeper to bring the raindrops to us. This will help us a lot in the mass production of the protective gear.
No way. The emanation. Asymmetrical nuclide R. She was right. The ritual works. Any arcanist can use it. And the solution was right in front of us. I didn't need to boost the caster's abilities. With the right setup and materials, the world before the storm is already an enormous stage for performing the ritual. It's like a charged pylon just needing a cable.
Mr. Adler?
Thank you, Miss Whoever, and thanks for letting me know, Dawkins and Victor. It's me, Ulrich. Let me in. I need to see Madame Lucy. Tell her, I found a way to transcend the limit. We don't have time. I'll spare you the technicalities and explain it straight. Our biggest problem is the limit of the bloodline. Low-rank arcanists can't command high-rank arcane rituals, similar to how household appliances can't withstand what's beyond their designated voltage. In most cases, the caster can only use their own arcane circuits that run through their inherited bloodline. But what if the caster were in a special electric field? What if we used existing circuits on the outside and put the caster into a greater circuit? What if we factored in the entire planet and used the atmosphere to split the current flowing through us by adding more appliances to the circuit?
Don't be ridiculous, Adler. We are not household appliances.
Hold on, let me finish. "24 hours before the storm, the entire world is charged with abundant arcane energy. It becomes a space emanating pneuma, a cloud ready to discharge, a special electric field. Look at asymmetrical nuclide R. The key to the storm immunity was inside the storm all along. And look at how the Mandragora is the antidote to its own poison. The solution can be hidden in the question itself. The arcane energy a caster inherently lacks can be borrowed from the surroundings during the storm. We just need a way to induct that energy. And Laplace happens to have all the data for the calculations. The observation systems we've built over the past 8 years have not been in vain. First, we derive a formula to determine the pneuma needed from the storm based on the Arcanist lineage. Then, we'll design a converter to transform the external pneuma into what they can use. They will no longer be bound by their limits. With just one calculation and one conversion, we can turn anyone into a capable caster.
I knew I shouldn't have wasted my time listening to you. What are you saying, Adler? You made up a confusing story, then drew conclusions from it.
The second part is purely theoretical, I admit. But the basis of my theory is correct, and I have read Medicine Pocket's paper.
But Arcanum is not electricity! You're too caught up in your excitement to remember the basics. You know nothing about Arcanum.
It's still a form of energy, yes? No one here knows what the storm is, but we do know that it's a massive arcane energy field. We can harness it, much like arcanists use rays to amplify their incantations.
I see what Researcher Adler is trying to say. A creative solution indeed.
But ma'am...
Do not worry, Ulrich. I also have noticed that humans could be smart and stupid at the same time. Perhaps that is why they need to have their work peer-reviewed.
Thanks?
There is a type of electrophotography invented by Semyon Kurlian and his wife Valentina Kurlian in 1939 that depicts the energy field surrounding an object or body. It was later used by Laplace as a method of measuring arcane power, notably for the storm observation systems. Through it, we are able to capture and measure the arcane light or aura that is invisible to the naked eye. The plan of Researcher Adler is feasible. Laplace also has the technology to support it. We have the storm observation stations, the capable casters, and the best mathematicians. Ulrich, please ask Miss Tider to lead the calculations, then experiment outside the safe zone and record the Pneuma constant needed for casting the incantation. And do not give the incantation to anyone. I doubt they can resist trying it. Simone, please contact Researcher X. His balancing helmet could be the prototype for our converter. That helmet balances the energy field in and out of our bodies, and was once used to protect researchers working with dangerous arcane skills. We could boost its power and use it as a substitute for Adler's converter. But we should postpone their testing request until we have completed our experiments on the side effects.
What about me, ma'am? Should I go with the calculations team or help with the converter?
Right. I wanted to talk about that. You have proven to us the value of human thoughts and perspectives. I am glad that your struggles with the bottle did not damage your brain, Adler. I am confident that your discoveries will save many lives in the storm once implemented.
The bottle? But it's been 7 years.
But you overlooked one thing in your plan. What about your people, the humans who can never cast incantations?
They were not included in the plan. I just came up with something that took the least steps to reach the desired outcome. To save humans, they'll have to rely on equipment. Only when we have better control over the ritual can we store it on arcane devices for mass production.
Then you should go perfect it.
Huh? We only have 16 hours and 30 minutes until the storm. There's not enough time to...
The feasible part of your plan is in motion, and all of Laplace will provide the help we need. We will make it work. As for yourself, perfect your plan so we can save everyone, including the humans. And we only have 16 hours and 30 minutes to find a solution.
Understood. I will think of something. You're right about this one.
There was no way he overlooked his own race. Yet, he still gave up his own people and brought this plan to us. Were we too hard on him?
Were we? But I made the right decision.
Yes. Yes. We will provide the tech support. It was Xeno, Mom. They lost contact with Team Timekeeper 3 hours ago. They're asking us for tech support. They have to make contact with the island immediately.
Don't worry, Sophia. It is just a game. I won't be in there for long. You can wait for me on the beach if you want, okay?
No! 37! Don't!
What happened? I remember now. The island fell ill, and 6 summoned all the integers to the cleansing ceremony. 37. She went to Apiron. They tended to their missions. I went to the square to pray for them, and then there was an earthquake. The human army? Wasn't the Foundation mediating the disputes? Did they betray us? I need to calm down. I need to find the others. Slow down and breathe. Stability is an essential virtue to becoming an integer. Okay. Let's clean up the place first. Ena eftegromot mima. Schematizete otan anosume diosimia. The incantation didn't work? Did they fail to perform the cleansing ceremony? Is that 42?
No one survives the oblivion.
His hysteria is acting up again. I should help.
Die, you lunatics! This is our land! Right from the beginning!
No. No! Be calm. Be stable. Think. I have to go check on him. I can do this. Stay calm. He is divided into two numbers. 6 and 7. I have to find the others. I have to tell them about 42.
Sophia! What are you doing here? Get to the shelter! Into that...
Miss 18! No! I can't... This can't be happening. I have to keep it together. Move. Sophia, get to the cave. Find... Sophia! I'm so scared. Everyone's gone crazy. It's okay. I got you. Come out now, Lacey. We will go find the others. No, I don't want to see them. They will go crazy. Everyone. Lacey, your face. Her soul has tilted toward excess. This is wrong. I am the corrector. I have to help her, or she'd get herself killed.
A new hypothesis.
It could be found, given that...
No other study could show you this.
Are you irrational numbers? Careful with the pages. The final demonstration. A perfect argument. This book. Welcome to the world of numbers. Visible ball. Like a metaphor? Liam! Did I miss something? Or this book? Or this one? Great. No mistakes. Time to turn the page. To transcribe. It could be found given that...
A good point.
Time to check my calculation. Time to check my calculation.
Taking another look.
You can do this, Marcus. Are we really doing this? It could be found. Maybe now it's easier to understand. Like a metaphor? Are you irrational numbers?
A new hypothesis.
Given that...
A good point.
It could be found. This book?
No other study could show you this.
Intersect and divide. I can't read it. Careful with the pages. The final demonstration.
An academic question. A good point.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
Limited scale, infinite lines. Behold. We worked on this collaboration together. I'll write you into my paper.
Come on, Sophia. Keep yourself together. Keep your soul in balance. 37. I must find her. I promised it to her. She is going to be fine. She's a prime number. And prime numbers are not as divisible as the others. She will pass the test of Apiron and receive the transcendental truth. For she is the genius, the wise one, who returns. We will right the wrongs and restore things to how they were.
Sophia! You really waited for me! What happened to your clothes? Did you fall on your way here?
"37, I'm so glad to see you. You passed the test. You did it.
You seem emotional. Why? I told you it wasn't going to be difficult.
37. Things don't seem right out there. "37, you have seen Apiron, right? You asked the question, didn't you?
Yes, and I got the answer. The answer that will save us from the emanation once and for all. And the answer is...
Is that it? The one true answer from Apiron is a string of numbers?
Yes, because the transcendental truth is beyond the limit of our mortal flesh. It cannot be described by words, seen by eyes, interpreted by logic, or perceived by the senses. It is passed to us in a form we can understand. Numbers. This is the key to the truth. Give me some time and I can decode it.
Time. 37. How long do you need?
A month or a week. I will spend all my time working on it. It is not an easy question. Could be the hardest one I've ever dealt with in my life. But I will get there. And then we will be freed from all these problems once and for all. Even if we don't know its meaning yet, it will eventually lead us to the kingdom of truth. Sophia? Why are you crying?
That long? 37. truth that distant won't change. What's in front of us now?
Sophia? Sophia!
No. Calm yourself, Sophia. I have to.
You seem astray, child. And sad. What pains you so? Has the truth not graced thee with its miracles?
How did this happen? I passed the test. I was granted the truth. I have the answer with me. What did I do wrong?
No, 37. None of this was your fault. Hysteria has come to this island, and people are caught up in it. It is the storm syndrome, taking the form of war. Has it been 6 hours since we entered the cave? That strange dream. It lasted longer than I thought. This is bad. The plan we have with Zeno. "37. I have to go."
I have to find Sophia. Six, you seem...
Have you passed the test? On what question did you seek its knowledge? And what answer did it give you?
Six, weren't you going to perform the cleansing ceremony? And Sophia, she...
Please come up to me, Miss Verton. I wish to have a word with you. "50 strides from here, on the semicircle square, you will find your friends and the rest of our people. I have done as much cleansing as I could. If nothing goes wrong, they will regain consciousness soon."
May I know what happened during the cleansing ceremony? 37 and I each had a bizarre dream after the earthquake. Did everyone on the island fall asleep too?
The island's order is forged by our faith. And now that faith has been broken, that is all there is to it.
What did you say?
Upon our arrival, I sensed a large-scale ritual surrounding the island. Is that the circle you kept talking about? Was it broken during the ceremony?
No, the ceremony was just a ceremony. It was never the source of our faith. Our journey was ended by the same thing that began it, Miss Verton. Which is the truth.
It doth not surprise me. The wise, so blinded by their pursuit of knowledge, they oft neglect the harshness of reality, a common downfall of the contemplative. Pray tell, in the midst of such overwhelming destruction, where has their vaunted wisdom gone? And what good does it bring in this final hour? I can hear thy weeping and bellowing within, Miss Sophia. Many a time you have knelt at the temple of truth, devoted yourself, prayed for your people, and withstood the tribulations set upon you, all for the betterment of others. Thy character is without reproach. Yet the truth has never deemed you worthy, has it?
No, that's not...
You shall be granted a greater opportunity. A blessing that befits thy devotion.
No, that's a violation of the scripture. We shouldn't.
The scripture? Yet you were never truly counted as one of them, do you not agree? As evidenced by the decision that truth hath made. No one escapes their fate, as ever.
I don't understand. I know the answer given to Mama was right. The transcendental law is gone and the supreme existence is in chaos. This caused our model to fail and allowed the discord in the phenomenal world to affect the essence of things. But did the truth really fall apart? Chaos is also a form of truth, is it not? Just like how irrational numbers are numbers. Despite our dislike of them, they still exist and cannot be denied. But how? How did this become the destruction of our people's faith?
You will hear no answer from me, 37, for that is not the question worthy of your attention. Do you still remember what you answered to me in the cave? That would be enough then. Don't waste your time on the collapse of the faith. Don't question yourself because others think differently. Walk onto the path you have chosen. You have done nothing wrong. Miss Verton, I'm afraid I must trouble you for a favor. As you can see, I can hardly take part in this matter for any longer. Should the situation turn for the worse, please take 37 to safety and assist her in decoding the numbers.
You have my word.
We are born facing a choice. Either we restrain ourselves and strive for harmony and discipline, or succumb to destruction fueled by passion and madness. Though the former may be challenging, the latter will only plunge us into eternal darkness. From 1 to 10, each number has its moral purpose and mission. Among them, only 6 was chosen to be the leader.
Because 6 stands for balance.
Yes, we must pay heed to the balance between passion and reason, so as to stay on the right path and not be led astray by the calling of our blood. For generations, we committed ourselves to the scripture and stayed true to what we pledged. We left the trivialities and troubles of the phenomenal world behind and served the supreme existence with the fruits of our knowledge. This kind of faith was how the island prospered, and it was the source of our salvation. Through diligent practice and contemplation, we managed to remain secluded and independent from the rest of the world.
The irrational numbers that your people rarely appreciate, are they faced with a different path? A path of passion and madness?
We have been long isolated from the outside world by one emanation after another. 4 years ago, we tried to seek proof in the outside world, but failed. We regrettably lost some of our best scholars and friends in the process. However, it was not the failed attempt that led to this upsetting situation, but a crisis from within. Now with our ship capsized and our scale fallen, I am no longer able to reconcile the tilt of people's hearts and souls. We will be divided. The fanatics from the foreign lands can finally spread their hatred amongst the ruins of our shattered beliefs.
I will stop Manus Vindictae.
Forget not your promise, Miss Verton.
Six. We came to bid you farewell. Everything happened here proves you to be an incapable leader. Your preachings of moderation and reconciliation were nothing but excuses for cowardice. Where were you when the humans dropped bombs on us? What did your cleansing do to help us? If those virtues are meant to be the virtues of an integer, then I would prefer to be a fraction.
Please listen. The integers were unconscious during the attack because the ceremony was...
Out of my way, 37. You knew nothing about what happened. You were in that cave having fun with your little games. The envoy from Manus Vindictae was right. We have grown too complacent on the island and have forgotten how to fight. We foolishly believed that staying out of conflicts would guarantee us everlasting peace. Now, open your eyes to the humans' atrocities against us. How can we not seek revenge for our spilled blood? We must act and reclaim what was taken from ours. That is the true meaning of salvation.
It is true that I was absent earlier, but please listen to me. Everything will get better because I already have the truth with me.
The truth? What good will it do right now? Will it drive out the humans? Will it reclaim our home? Will it bring back our deceased friends? Pasastas ortas gonias isas alilesine. What salvation did your truth bring when steel pierced our chests? Manus Vindictae granted us the power to fight back. What did the Foundation do?
Don't waste your time with these integers. The Foundation's envoy is here. It is clear they have taken the side of the humans. Kill the envoy, cut off her head, and bring it to our mother!
What? You... The mask has robbed them of reason. There's no point in talking further. Take 6 to safety, 37. I'm the one they are after.
Then how are you going to...
I will meet with Seneto at the square. This radio is with them, and we will contact our people from there. Don't worry. We had a plan against the Manus, and we can still carry it out. Now, on my mark. Run!
Me? Is everyone else dead?
Just as what's been practiced countless times.
Your request has been heard.
Sterilize.
The music will... the bones will tell.
Get out of here!
Stay away from me.
Toes.
¿Intentarlo de nuevo?
The music will speak. The bones will tell.
Yeah, I know.
Careful. Pardon me.
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Wear gloves. Sterilize.
Tú decides.
Freaking dumbass! Haha!
What? You still don't recognize me? What about now?
The music will speak.
Yeah, I know.
Go! 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 Puppies!
Ta-da! Time for a special massage. ¿Intentarlo de nuevo?
Sterilize.
Tú decides.
Wear gloves. Oh, hi.
Ta-da! Time for a special massage.
I'm losing my patience.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
I know.
The bones will tell. The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi
Pardon me.
amigo. Let's dance.
The music will speak.
Yeah, I know. What? You still don't recognize me? What about now? What? You still don't recognize me? What about now? ¿Intentarlo de nuevo? Now, let's
Confrontation
do
music
lucky
will
guess.
speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no
no magic, nor any special kind of mechanical. It's just using troops.
Where are you going, 37?
Please take care of 6 for me, Madam Marta. I have to go find Sophia.
Die, humans!
Are you all right, 37? Can you get on your feet?
Sophia! Did you change your clothes?
I have found my number, 37. Your calculation was correct. As always.
You found it! That's good! I always wanted to tell you. It is a great number. The number of a herald, prophet, and pioneer. When it was first discovered, mathematics was nearly destroyed. But luckily, it also spurred advancements in the field. Are we still friends, Sophia?
Yes, 37. We still are. But there are more important matters I must tend to.
This is ours! The land we discovered!
Viotrophitos fauna. Sophia, your power, and your luck.
I must leave now, 37. Lady Arcana has shown me another path.
No! No! Why are you leaving too? Is it because our circle has been broken? But I found the truth. I have the final solution. Just give me a little more time and everything will be fine again, I promise.
You and I are different, 37. Not all of us have the privilege to look on from the sidelines.
Sophia, you...
I will join Manus Vindicte, take others with me, and leave. I will renounce the scripture and seek vengeance in the phenomenal world. Make your move, 37. If you really are the genius who can overcome anything, prove it to me. Stop me, transcend me, defeat me, crush me to dust.
Me? Is everyone else dead?
My duty lies with you.
Why, Sophia? Why must we fight each other?
This was preordained. I am an irrational number, an obstacle in the pursuit of truth. I have accepted my fate, abandoned my scriptures, and embraced the path I should have chosen. Let neither side hold back, 37.
Wear gloves.
The moment of silence.
Or this book?
Get out of here!
I can't read it. To transcribe.
of utterance.
Sterilize.
The moment of silence. A moment of utterance until the torch is lit.
Oh, hi. Toes.
Rest until the torch is lit.
Did I miss something? Are we really doing this?
Wear gloves.
It could be found. Given that... To read.
I'm losing my patience.
Are you irrational numbers? Rational. Intersect and divide. Did I miss something? Go away. Did I miss something?
Sterilize.
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
This book? Or this one?
I'm losing my patience.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
No! This is wrong!
Huh? It's already over?
Why? Why did you spare me, 37? Why did you show mercy? You weren't supposed to!
Because I don't want to fight you, Sophia! Why? Why do we have to do this?
I'm sorry, 37. I have gone beyond reason. Beyond cure. I must have been out of my mind to make you fight me. Your hands were never meant for violence. They were meant for upholding the truth. As for me, I'm the one who clears the dust off the path, as fate foretold. Goodbye, my beloved friend. It is time. Please clean up the beach as quickly as possible. We will depart soon, as Lady Arcana has instructed.
Miss Sophia!
We all have our own purpose to fulfill, Miss Sinetto.
I will not fight you this time. But I will draw steel the next we meet.
I don't understand any of this. The truth transcends all and is above all trivial matters of a phenomenal world. It guides us to enlightenment and protects us from evil and misfortune. Does it not? This is what I have always believed, so I went seeking for it. It is finally in my hands. But now... What went wrong? Was it my fault? Isn't this how the truth is supposed to work?
The truth has not abandoned you, 37. You haven't used the key yet, have you? It is still coded.
The key.
Lilia has verified Arcana's location. She is still on this island. We still have a chance to stop her before it's truly too late. We should go now, Sonetto. We have 15 more hours until the storm.
Thy sword. Duel with someone fair and square. The sword is drawn. Fight for the unarmed. Dang, dang.
Lost you with the honor of the forest.
Fight for the unarmed. His trumpets sound. Judgment Day has come.
Victory? Okay, but what does it mean?
The sword is drawn. Fight for the unarmed. Nice move. Never hesitate. His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come.
Victory, the mother of arrogance.
The sword is drawn. Never hesitate.
Advice from the forest.
Never hesitate. His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come.
Victory? Okay, but what does it mean to us? You should not make an enemy of the earth.
The sword is drawn. Never hesitate.
Lost you with the armor of the forest.
Never hesitate. His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come.
Just like the prophecies of the woods, the scales have already been tipped in my direction. I win today, and so will tomorrow.
I thank you for your generosity. Now, what do you want from me?
sleeping?